like that. But at the same time, you're gonna maintain a brake with your thumb, right? Now we're gonna swing cut the deck. What we do is extend your index finger and put this to the corner of the deck, and you're gonna cut off half of the deck like that. With the other hand, we're gonna grip the top half with your thumb and index finger like this. Now put this in your mechanical grip, and remember, at the same time, you're still holding the thumb brake in the other hand. Now what you do is you use your thumb to push over the top car, and use the other half help you to flip the top car over like that. Now what we do is use the ring finger and middle finger, contact with the selection, and we're gonna slide that car forward like this, okay? While we slide it forward, we're gonna drop the brake, drop the bottom car to the other half like this. So what we do is we just release the tension from the thumb, the car just drop on the other half. So after we drop the car, we're gonna do a rescue and show them their car is still there, but we hidden any other car on top of that. So now we're gonna extend our index finger and push the selection back inside and turn our hand over. So people believe their selection is on top, however, in reality, their car is second on the top of the deck. Now we're gonna push over the top car and insert in the middle of the other half. Now there's two motions you're gonna do at the same time. You extend your left hand and ask them to push their selection back inside. Over right hand, you're gonna move up close to your mouse. Remember, at this moment, you still bite down on the joker in your mouse. Just pretend this is my mouse, bite down on the corner of the joker. So what happened is we're gonna extend, out jog the top car like that. So use the thumb to push it out jog like that. Now what happened is we're gonna square this selection with the joker, and by putting the car on top of the joker, and our thumb go to the bottom, go to the back. Go like this. We're gonna square everything up like that, and use our thumb to slide the joker down like this. All right, so one more time. We'll out jog the car like this. We'll bring the car up and put this in front of the joker and square everything up, and use the thumb to push the joker down. So in the real speed, it's gonna look like this. You just switch the two cars. You can practice. The more you practice, the smoother you'll get. Here's the over the shoulder of what is happening. Remember, still have the joker in your mouth. Now we're gonna out jog the car. Gonna bring it up. Slide the joker down like that. So in your mouth, it's gonna look like this. Now let me show you one more time. So your spectator, just push the car back inside the deck. Now we're gonna bring the deck back. What you do is you're gonna take those cards over here and use the other hand, open up the deck with your thumb like that, and bring everything in between the other half like that, and square everything up. What this does is leave the joker on the top of the deck, right? Now what we do is we're gonna hand the whole deck into spectator hand. Open your hands, show it's completely empty, and snap your finger, tell them their card to jump on the top of the deck. While they turn the first card over, they realize it's joker, and immediately they'll remember we put the joker previously into my mouse, and when they look at your mouse again, they'll see their selection magically appear in the mouth. At this point, everything can be handed out for examination. I will even ask my spectator to remove the card away from my mouth. And remember, you can do this with a borrowed deck of cards. It's a very powerful close-up transposition effect, and we only use 2 cards. Pull out any card. This time we're gonna make a mark on the card, okay? Would you mind just sign your name, nice big, on the back of the card over here, on the top part, so, because I'll draw something on the back. Your name, you know your name, right?
I think so.
Okay, good. Wow, look at this. Is this your name? Mm-hmm. Perfect, wow. Do you mind to draw something on your card? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Let me see. I feel a connection between you guys, so I'm gonna draw something on the card. I think it's gonna represent something in your life. Make sure it's dry. So it's gonna be you, this is gonna be you. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Just touch it, just touch it, just touch it, yeah? Feels nice?
So real.
That's so real. So can still see your name, yes? Check this out, watch.
Wow!
Oh, look, take it. Touch it. Now let me show something very cute. Do me a favor, pull out any card you like. Perfect. Take the Sharpie, sign your name on the upper half of the card. Go ahead. Perfect. Let me see the card. So touch it. Make sure it's dry, yeah? Perfect. Do you mind that I draw a picture on your card? Is okay? Awesome. Let me have the pen. I'm gonna draw something very special. Just like that. Just make sure it's gonna be dry. How look? Can you see? There are two hearts. Just touch them. Just touch it. How do you feel? Very sweet. Now, how look? Just like that, they link together. You can take it home as a souvenir. This is a moving ink effect on spectator sign card. And the change is very fast, visual, and it's angle proofed. And your spectator can touch the ink before and after the change. And after you've done the change, you can immediately hand out the card for examination. And the gimmick is very easy to make. You can construct it under 3 minutes. To make the gimmick, we need a couple of things. We need a deck of cards, we need a Sharpie, transparent tape, and a pair of scissors. Right? Now, for the cards, we're gonna take any 2 cards you like, doesn't really matter. What we're gonna do is we're gonna trim off the first card. All the white borders on the top, we're gonna trim it off. So we're gonna take a pair of scissors, just gonna cut it down. Just like that, trim this white area away like this, right? If it is hard for you, you can use the exact knife to cut this line. Now, because I'm left-handed, so I'm holding the cards in my right hand, I'll keep the white border over here. So I'm going to trim off the left border over here. But in case you're right-handed, you're holding the cards in your left hand, you're going to do everything opposite, right? So in my case, I'll trim off the left white border. So then trim off like this. Cut off all the white borders. Now, we're going to find the middle of the card. We're going to cut it straight and cut it into 2 halves. Now, just get this gimmick look like this. So if you're left-handed, if you're right-handed, which means the white border is going to be on this side. So this is the gimmick right now, okay? Put this aside. Now I'm going to take a little piece of tape, which is longer than the white borders. We're going to tape this on the white borders, cover all the white area like that. After you put tape on top, we're going to take the pair of scissors. We're going to cut off all the excess, so like that. We only need the length like this, right? Now take the second card. We'll place the gimmick in the middle of the second card. And we're going to tape the second card around like that. So you have the tape, it's over here, contact with the 2 cards. And this is your gimmick. Now we're going to take a Sharpie. We're going to draw 2 hearts on top of it. So it's going to look like this. In my presentation, I drew 2 hearts. However, you can draw anything you like. It's totally up to you. You can use your imagination and creativity to create your own style. Now let's get into how to set up for the trick. First thing you need is put a gimmick on the top of the deck like this. Make sure the flap is open like this way, from your fingertips to your thumb. Okay, now you're going to place any other card on the top of your gimmick. So your gimmick is hidden from the top of the deck like that. Now in the performance, we'll spread the cards like this. We'll let the spectator to pick any cards they like. We can show them like that way, so your spectator can pick any cards they like. So after they choose the card, we're going to hand them a Sharpie. Ask them to sign their name on the top half of the deck of a card. So they'll sign their name like this. Right? Now while your spectator signing the card, what you do is you're going to remove the top card to the bottom of the deck like this. In slow motion, you use your thumb to grab contact with the face of the top card, and slowly slide over and leave it inside your pawn, and you can add that card to the bottom of the deck like this. So now you have the gimmick on top. Be careful to tilt it up like this so people don't see the gimmick. You don't flash it, right? Now, after you've spectator sign their card, you're gonna place a card right on top of the deck like this, right? Now you're gonna hold this card in front of them, ask them to touch a signature, and make sure it's dry and they cannot erase it or anything. Now you can take the card out and ask spectator, is it okay if I will draw a picture on your card? Is it cool? After you show them a card, we're gonna take the card back and slide it in between the gimmick like this. And remember, always towards the card face to yourself so you don't flash the top of the gimmick. Now, we're gonna take the Sharpie back, we're gonna draw two hearts, two linked hearts like this. So what we do is just draw them upside down like this. Make sure they're linked, otherwise they won't see the change. Now, blow at the joint, make sure it's dry. We're gonna slowly slide it down like this. At the same time, we're gonna say, I try to blow at the picture, make sure it's dry. So now, you can show them your joint like this. So now you can ask your spectator to touch the joint, both of them. So what happens here is you use the base of the thumb to cover this edge over here, and use the top part of your thumb to cover the front of the white part. So now people cannot see the side over here, and the other side we're going to use the thumb to cover on top. Make sure those two gimmicks are aligned with the signed card. So now you can ask spectator to touch both of them and even touch the signature, like that. Now you're ready for the change. What you do is you're gonna use your middle finger to take the whole card up. At the same time, make sure the gimmick is flat on the top of the card, like that. Now, what you do is you're gonna rescue the whole deck while your thumb snap the gimmick back on the top of the deck. In slow motion, it looks like this. Like that, so people can see the two hearts immediately linked together. So one more time, in slow motion, you wrist cue while your thumb put on top of the gimmick to snap it back on the top of the deck. In real time, it's gonna look like this. You do a change and you're gonna hand this card to a spectator. For the cleanup, what you're gonna do is take the whole deck and put them inside your pocket like this. In case you want to see the card, what you do inside your pocket, ditch the gimmick, keep the gimmick inside your pocket and hand everything else to your spectator. So it's gonna look like this. Ditch inside and hand everything for examination. Remember to practice so you won't flash the gimmick when you perform this trick. When you have the gimmick with you, you can perform this anytime. Alright, that's it. Those are 5 practical card effects we know you'll have lots of fun performing. There's a variety of effects, so we hope you'll find something that will go straight into your working routine. We have covered everything you need to know. However, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Remember to practice, as nothing comes easy. The more you practice, the more smooth and natural your handling will be. We got a lot of amazing stuff coming out from Sense Minds Magic, so stay in touch. My name is Jason Yu. I'll see you next time.